Well, hello, my name is Cliff Wright, and welcome to Be Inspired Television. And today, our feature series, the first episode is Real Heroes Have Compassion. And I am just so excited to have American Cancer Society on as our first guest of Real Heroes Have Compassion. American Cancer Society is a nationwide community-based voluntary health organization. They're dedicated to eliminating cancer as a major problem. Their global headquarters are located in Atlanta, Georgia, and they have regional offices throughout the country to ensure that they have a presence in every community. I love that. And to learn more about who they are and what they do and their plans for the future by exploring other areas, we have the Community Development Manager, Julie Clark here, and we have volunteer Carmen Cordero, and we have the wonderful Marie ZQ Tumuto Quintanilla. I know I messed it up. I practice, believe me. But let's go ahead and hear from you, Julie, and tell our audience all about you.
Hi. Well, first, thank you so much for having me and for featuring American Cancer Society. I'm very proud to be a part of this organization, both personally and professionally. And it's funny because while everybody knows American Cancer Society, not everybody knows what we do. So a little bit about me. I've been impacted indirectly by cancer. So family members, loved ones, and a couple of things that drove me here was when I started seeing it everywhere. One of the biggest hits to me was when one of my best friends was diagnosed with breast cancer at the age of 30. And this was not that long ago. It was maybe 4 years ago. And I was there with her when she said she had an appointment because she thought she felt something. And then she had to have a follow-up appointment, and she asked if I'd come with her. And so I was with her when the doctor told her it was breast cancer. And then being alongside through the journey and watching as she went through treatment and her hair was falling out and what that looks like, the toll it takes on her and the loved ones around her, it was one of the first-hand experiences I had. And it was brutal, and I wasn't even going through it. It wasn't even, my disease. Simultaneously, my grandfather is battling a very, very rare blood cancer. And it's everywhere. And I finally got to a point where I wanted to be part of the solution. I wanted to be part of the fight in a really big way. And I found my way to American Cancer Society. And I have met more people impacted by it and more people that are in this fight until we have a world without cancer. Every person I meet through this organization, I'm inspired on a daily basis. I'm inspired the fight they have, the journey that they've gone through, and how they come out of it as a survivor and still fighting. It's a daily inspiration, and I'm really proud to be here. I'm proud to, be hopefully helping lead the fight.
Awesome, Julie. And I personally want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to work with you all. And before it's all over, we'll share some of the ways that the audience can help you raise money. Let's face it. Your organization has done so much over the years, and you exist through donations. And we came up with a face mask, and this is an appropriate time for having face masks. It's almost required to wear them. And what better way to wear a face mask with the American Cancer Society logo on it? It'll make such an impact. And now we're going to hear from Carmen. Go ahead, Carmen. Let's hear from you.
Hi. I'm just as grateful that all this has come together, and thank you so much, Cliff. I've been volunteering with the Relay for Life for approximately about 12 years, And I went to volunteer, and ever since that day, I've been volunteering. I can't remember, it was, like I said, 12 years ago. And it was just very inspiring. And I just, anything and everything that I could do, I would volunteer to do. And just to see the look on the faces of those that are involved in the relay is just very rewarding. And just, getting to know people. And I lost a very dear, beautiful, courageous friend to cancer about a year and a half ago. So we're keeping the fight going for her. And I just can't say enough for my friends and coworkers and family that have been supporting me through all these years, and donating and getting involved in the events. And they too have been continuing their involvement with Relay, because they see how much is needed for the support that is given to them. It's a 24-hour support line, and there's also a live chat line that people can call at all times if they have questions or whatever it may be. And whatever we can do to keep the fight is why I'm here. So, and just as Julie said, so no one has to deal with the cancer. Our kids growing up, our grandkids, whoever it may be.
That is awesome. And you mentioned a chat line. Is there a phone number that they can call for the chat line? Or
Yes, there's a 24-hour helpline that's at 1-800-227-2345, or they can go on a live chat at cancer.org, and that will get them onto the
That's
live
awesome,
chat.
awesome. And Carmen, I want to thank you as well. You and I have been talking a lot, probably on at least twice a week since we started working with you all. And I want to say thank you for helping push me to be, more effective for what we're doing together.
Well, I thank you, and I really enjoy wearing my mask. I wear it every day, and
awesome.
As you can see, I have it here. So
great.
Much.
You guys are an awesome team. Awesome team.
Do you mind if I interject real quick, Cliff?
Go right ahead.
The masks, people's favorite thing so far is the adjustable.
Mm-hmm.
Like that it doesn't have to pull your ears, and you can make it bigger, or if you have a little bit of a smaller head, it doesn't fall off. Like
yes.
Home run.
Yeah, we worked really hard on that. I know the first ones didn't have, they actually did, but it was different. But this one is a lot better. I can show it. It has this little clip here, and it's a lot more, because I have a big head, so I have to stretch it out, But great. And now Marie, ZQ. I love
yes, sir.
We've gone back so many years, and I've seen her actually progress. God touched her and healed her, but she has a fight like no one I've ever known. And
thank you. Thank you, Cliff. I'm already getting tears in my eyes.
wow.
Yes, I have to say I'm getting tears because before I share my story, Cliff was praying for me before I went into my surgery when I was fighting for my life. And I remember him praying for me. And today, here I am, 8 years later, and he's interviewing me. So it's amazing how life works. But I want to say thank you, Cliff, before I share my story. I'm originally from West Africa. I always dreamed of coming to the United States and pursuing my dreams, going to school and working. And I was really excited when I got the opportunity to do that at 29 years old. We all heard of cancer, but I was the type of person to really take care of myself. I exercised about 5 days a week. I ate right. I never really thought that I would ever hear the word "you have cancer," because I truly believe that I did my part, but I just have to say that sometimes we think cancer is a disease for older people, but it's not the case, because when I found my lump, I even went to 2 different doctors and I was told, you were too young, it's not cancer, it's just a mist. And I waited a year, almost 2 years after, to go to my 3rd doctor. And unfortunately, by the time I got to the 3rd doctor, I was already stage 3 and it was already spread in my lymph nodes. I can honestly remember that day when the doctor told me I had cancer. Every time I think about it, I take myself back to that moment. It's a word that I don't ever want to hear anybody else go through, because it was the worst day of my life to hear you have cancer. But with that being said, I started praying. My faith was always strong. But of course, the first question to God was, why me? What did I do to deserve this? Did I treat somebody wrong? What did I do? I really honestly asked God that question. And today, 8 years later, I think to myself, why not me? I really had to go through my journey of surviving cancer to become who I am today, to become more compassionate, more loving, to be so passionate about being part of American Cancer Society, not just as a speaker, but also someone who is out there trying to raise funds for cancer. When I was going through my treatment as a student full-time and working, and because I didn't want to lose my insurance at the time, and it was just amazing that the American Cancer Society was there for me to help me with some of my programs that I needed. So with that being said, if you're listening to this today, just know that this could happen to anybody. I mean, I never thought it would happen to me, but I know that having American Cancer Society by my side really made it a lot easier for me to be able to fight the fight. So I truly believe all of us together as a community can do something. Even with COVID-19, we can do something. I know I still go to Starbucks, and that's $5 there. Instead of that $5 this week, maybe give that away to someone who's fighting cancer, someone who's praying right now that they will be okay. As I remember praying, Lord, save me. I promise you, I'll do my part after this. So we don't have to wait until we have cancer to want to make a difference. We can try to make a difference today. In all little ways, we can make a difference. So just remember, 8 years later, because of people like yourself in the community that gave to American Cancer Society, I was able to fight my great fight and be here and be married and have a child and live my dream. So God used others to be a blessing to me through American Cancer Society. So please know that we all need to be involved in this fight, because we all know someone who's been affected by cancer. It doesn't matter what age you are, what color, what gender, what race. All of us know somebody who's been affected by this disease. So it's going to take all of us together as a community to really find a cure for this and have the programs that we need for people that are fighting cancer, and caregivers that are trying to take care of the cancer patients. So it's going to take everybody to really make this work. And it really breaks my heart to see that some of the programs that I used when I was fighting cancer might not be available for somebody else who's fighting. It makes me very sad, because we are, us as a community, all need to come together to make sure somebody else gets the opportunity and the services and everything that they need that I took advantage of 8 years ago. So with that being said, just remember, if you feel that maybe that $1 or $2 or $3 or $5 will not make a difference, think about it twice, because it made a difference in my life. So please join us. As a team, we can definitely change lives. As a community, we can all help find a cure for cancer by supporting American Cancer Society.
Thank you.
Yay! Thank you.